Now students, last day we were getting some idea about refraction of light. Actually, in optics, that is the syllabus of class 10 syllabus, board exam, sir. In physics, we have to study about human eye also. And human eye and its defect. Now sometimes maybe this year's syllabus has been little bit cut, but we will not bother about that. We will study this human eye in detail because that is very important, how human eye functions, how the defects in the human eye arises, how the refraction of light takes place inside the human eye, and what is the system that we are able to visualize any object with the help of our eye lens, retina, and all this system. So today we are going to study of human eye. You know, it is quite surprising that we are able to visualize nearby objects as well as the distant object. And how it is possible? Actually, that is a special character of human eye that is known as power of accommodation. So what is power of accommodation? Very important question that comes in the examination from this topic. And this power of accommodation is done with the help of ciliary muscles. So what are these ciliary muscles? How it functions? And then this retina acts like a screen where all the images is formed. How retina transfers this optical signal, light energy into electrical energy with the help of rod cells and cone cells. And through optic nerves, these electrical signals is sent to the brain, where brain interprets the signal and we are able to get the visualization sense or sense of vision. So our sense of vision, how we are able to see any object around us, that is through human eye. And how this light energy we are using, maybe here refraction of light, that is one of the applications of refraction of light that takes place inside human eye, that we will study in detail. First we will see the structure of human eye and then the function of each parts of human eye. So let us draw the diagram of human eye first. So human eye, that is, when we are drawing the diagram, actually it is all about eyeball. What we see from in front eye, when you will see the eye, actually you see the first cornea, the white part, and then the black one, or maybe iris pupil, black one. Inside that black, that is a small one also. Actually, white part, that is what we are able to see, white part, that is cornea. And then middle part, brown part, that is iris. And a small one, that is hole, that is pupil. So these three we are able to visualize. But the rest of the things is inside all this iris, pupil and cornea. What are that? That we will see by diagram. That is crystalline lens, ciliary muscles, retina, and all this. So let us draw the diagram. This level diagram also directly comes in your exam. Sometimes it is asked that you should draw a level diagram of human. So how to draw nicely a diagram, that is also one part we should understand. So first we should know how to draw a level diagram nicely. These are optic nerves. It goes to brain. Now what we see, actually this is eyeball, this round part, and its diameter of the eyeball, that we are not able to visualize whole eyeball system, but diameter of eyeball is approximately 2.5 centimeter. In this 2.5 centimeter structure, there are all the things like retina, like optic nerves, like ciliary muscles, cornea, everything. So this eyeball system has two layers. The outer layer is called sclerotic, and the inner layer, actually outer layer is opaque, inner layer is transparent. It's called cornea. Inner layer is called cornea. It is not actually opaque, it is little bit transparent in nature. So how we visualize the objects, how the image is formed, that is also because a function of human eye to study. Here the back side of the eyeball has retina. Retina is just like a screen where two types of cells are present, rod cells and cone cells. So retina just act like a screen. Now the retina is connected, or retina is ended with optic nerves. Optic nerves actually optic nerves sends the electrical signal to brain. Where brain interprets the signal. Here, meeting point of the optic nerve with retina, there is a blind spot. If the light falls or the image falls on blind spot, then we are not able to visualize, because there is no rod cells and cone cells present at the blind spot. That also we should understand. That is very important. Now one thing, the outer part, what we are able to visualize, the white part of our eye when we see in the mirror, that is called cornea. Actually light enters through cornea also from our this white part, and maximum refraction takes place in the cornea part also. Cornea is actually made of white transparent proteinous material. Now inside cornea, or what we see, the brown and black part, that is the system called iris and pupil. This iris is a diaphragm. Iris and pupil system is a diaphragm hole system where when this diaphragm opens, then it increases the size of pupil. So iris and pupil system actually very similar to a diaphragm system where pupil is hole and iris is the diaphragm. This iris pupil system is responsible for the amount of light that it can enter. If we are in brighter sunshine, then this iris system contracts, pupil becomes small, so small amount of light enters. So it controls the intensity of light, iris and pupil system. Then what happens? There is inside this iris pupil system, there is a crystalline lens which is fixed in ciliary muscles. With the help of ciliary muscles, this iris and pupil system, these are ciliary muscles. Which fixes the lens, eye lens. Actually, eye lens is a crystalline double convex lens, which is also made of protein-like material, and it focuses finally the image at retina. That means whatever light enters through cornea, through iris and pupil, then final focusing is done with the help of this crystalline double convex lens on the retina. So crystalline eye lens, which is actually a convex lens, a double convex lens, its function is to focus all the object image on the retina. Even when object is very near or too far. Very near means at near point, that is 25 cm for a normal human eye. For normal adult human eye, 25 cm is the least distance. Near 25 cm or less than 25 cm, eye lens cannot focus successfully. So how it focuses the nearby objects as well as the distant objects, maybe objects kept at infinity, because that is the range of human eye. Range of human eye, that means what is the maximum distance up to which the adult normal human eye can visualize the object, any object. That is up to infinity. So what is the least distance? That is 25 cm. It is also called near point. And the maximum distance, infinity, it is also called far point. So how this is done? This is done with the help of ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles. What is the function of ciliary muscle? That we will study in detail under power of accommodation of human eye. But ciliary muscles has the function to adjust the thickness of the eye lens so that the focal length is adjusted, and focal length when adjusted, then always image distance which is fixed, image falls on retina. because you will see the lens formula. In lens formula, what we see? 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. So, if we are changing object distance, but image distance is fixed, that is distance between eye lens and retina, this distance is fixed, then what will happen? Focal length has to be fixed. Focal length. So focal length of the eye lens is adjusted with the help of ciliary muscle. That is a function of ciliary muscles. So that image will always fall on the retina. And that is actually the quality of the human eye system. That is the quality. So that we are always obtaining the image with the help of lens on the retina. Either objects very nearby or at a quite distance. It is up to infinity. So that is very important part of human eye that we will study in detail under power of accommodation. But here, here in middle, also some type of jelly-like liquid is there. That is vitreous humor. And in between this iris and pupil and lens system, there is also a liquid aqueous humor. So aqueous humor is present. Here it is not vacant. It is also filled with semi-jelly type of liquid called vitreous humor. All these small vitreous humor, aqueous humor, cornea, iris, pupil system, ciliary muscles, retina, corneal discolorating, optic nerves, all this combined system actually functions to sends the electrical signal to the brain, where brain interprets those electrical signal so that we are able to get the sense of image. So how we are getting the sense of image? This combined system works coordinating with each other. Talk about retina. Retina actually contains two types of cells. Rod cells and cone cells. Cone cells are responsible for color perception and rod cells are responsible for intensity of light perception. In some animals like hen, chickens, they have less rod cells. So in the evening time, where the sunlight decreases, intensity of sunlight decreases, they fall asleep. But in human eye, rod cells are enough in numbers. But cone cells, 3 primary color cones are present: red, blue and green. If any particular color cone is absent, then the person could be color blindness. So sometimes any particular person is not able to visualize due to this absence of that particular color cone cells on the retina. This is also a defect of human eye that is known as color blindness. John Dalton, the famous biologist, famous physicist, are also suffering from this color blindness. You know the Facebook, you know, is a white blue color because Mark Zuckerberg has also color blindness. He is not able to see red color or green color. He is able to see blue color. So due to that, Facebook color. So this type of things we will study again in detail. Human eye system. So what this round one is there, this is eyeball. Okay then, students, for today, that is the end of the class. You see this diagram important. You should remember this diagram. You should make in your this diagram, because in the examination also diagram comes. You should be comfortable in making this diagram. Practice this 2 or 3 times. Okay. Thank you.